Here we go. Sandy, Monica, Bonus and Denny, Jewel, Thomas, Danny, and Sandy. Okay, first off, I would like to thank you guys for taking the time out of your evening to come and participate in this speech. So let's get started. We've all heard of the crazy cat lady. Well, I've got one better, the crazy cat couple, and I live right next door to them. I would like to formally introduce you to Dennis and Bonnie, as my granddaughter calls them. This loving couple provides a home for 8 cats, all of which were once strays. In addition to the 8 indoor cats, at one point they were feeding 17 outdoor cats. They provided an endless supply of food. Large pans of food littered their yard at all times. These cats quickly became a nuisance. They sprayed everything, screeching fights all hours of the day and night, and multiplied rapidly. Their endless supply of food increased their numbers drastically and brought unwelcome varmints to the area. This is where I come in. 2 weeks last summer, I turned in to the Mad Trapper. While ridding the neighborhood of 14 feral cats, I rocked the boat with my daughter and neighbors alike. Feeding a couple of cats quickly turns into feeding a colony, with problems abound. I want you, my neighbors, to stop feeding outdoor cats. However, I am smart enough to know that that is not going to happen. So my proposal is this. Let's compromise. Let's work together to control these issues so that the crazy cat couple and the Mad Trapper can live together in peace and harmony. I want to tell you what I have learned while researching feral cats. Alleycat.org, copyrighted in 2019, defines what a feral cat is and the behaviors they exhibit. Feral, stray, and pet cats are all the same species. They are domesticated cats. But feral cats and stray cats have one very important difference: their relationship to and interaction with people. Feral cats are not approachable. When you try to approach them, they will likely find a place to hide. They often live in colonies which cannot be touched even by the caregiver. The website Safer Pets published an article written by Sin Yi Cohen on April 24th, 2019, titled, "Are Feral Cats Dangerous?" In this article, Cohen describes the dangers posed to humans and, more importantly, to all you pet lovers, domestic pets. Feral cats are prone to FIV, feline immunovirus, and feline leukemia. Humans can actually contract these illnesses, but it is unlikely due to the low amount of contact with feral cats. However, domestic pets have the same anatomy as these cats, and these diseases are easily passed from cat to cat. Now that we know the definition of the cats and the risk these cats pose, let's talk about their reproductive cycles and their place in society. In the November 2016 newsletter posted on Whisker Doc website, the reproduction of a cat is studied. One cat can produce up to 420,000 offspring in a period of 7 years. As the newsletter says, they are prolific breeders. As we can see from this visual aid of Buddy and Midnight, it won't take long for the population to grow out of control. A cat reaches its maturation age at a mere 4 months old. It's capable of producing 2 to 3 litters every year. From the 14 cats that I trapped last year, we could easily have hundreds in the neighborhood today. The Biology and Behavior of Cats, an article posted by alleycat.org, claims that feral cats keep rodent population in check and discourage them from living in the area. Rats carry diseases that are easily transmitted to humans. Cats are opportunistic feeders. They are attracted to the area where there is the most food. When an unlimited supply of food is in the area, it increases the population, putting a strain on their natural food source. Feeding feral cats unlimited amounts of food does more harm than good. Now I would like to talk to you about the nuisance they cause. Wildlife Education and Directory of Wildlife Experts website answers questions about wildlife. Stray cats aren't wildlife technically, but feral cats, for all intents and purposes, are a nuisance animal species. Problems caused by them including strong foul odor from unneutered males spraying to mark their territory, frequent loud noise from fighting and mating, visible suffering, dying kittens, and injured adults. This is a symptom of too many cats in the area. Enough about that. Let's get to the heart of the matter. Caring for and feeding feral cats responsibly. Pretty Litter Cat blog gives advice to people who want to feed and care for feral cats in the article, How to Humanely Deal with Feral Cats. The TNR, trap, neuter, and release method of dealing with feral cats is the most safe and humane. This limits the number of cats by changing their reproduction capabilities. Feral cats love their life. The TNR, trap, neuter, and release, allows these cats to live in the lifestyle that they are accustomed to and prefer. It also reduces the negative effects felt in neighborhoods where feral cats congregate. TNR may work in large cities, but unfortunately in a small town like this, we do not have the support of the organizations that help minimize these costs. For us in our neighborhood, responsible feeding is possibly the answer. The San Francisco chapter of the Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals updated their website August 22nd, 2016, providing a guide for proper feeding. Keep feeding stations neat and tidy. This will make you appear to your neighbors who do not like to feed feral cats as if you are doing the responsible thing. Leaving food unattended invites unwanted pests and varmints to the area. Remove all uneaten food in 30 minutes. Be aware of what's going on in your neighborhood. Are other people feeding the cats? If so, make sure that they are not being overfed. Today, I have brought into your attention the problem that feeding colonies of feral cats can cause. Strained relationships in the home and community, property damage, and of course, endless cats. We need to work together to come to a solution. Compromise. A system that will satisfy the needs of everyone. A neighborhood that is not overrun by feral cats. A neighborhood with a few outside cats to keep the rodents down and provide enjoyment to the people who enjoy feeding them. Set a schedule. Get with your neighbors and see who's feeding when to make sure that they're not being overfed. Make this a happy neighborhood. Please feed feral cats responsibly.
Very good.
That's it.